Hey, I'm Alexandra Harbushka, founder of Life With Herpes. Today we're going to talk about how I told my husband that I have herpes. So let me back up. First of all, I'm a mom, so I have a little boy, and he didn't want to take a nap. So we're just going to go with it and see what he does. So let me back up a little bit about how I told my husband I have herpes. So if you follow our story, you know that we used to work together. So on that Friday before 4th of July, it was July 1st, I got the phone call that I have herpes. I was out in the field and I got the phone call from my doctor. I remember it like it was yesterday. In fact, I still have that dress that I was wearing. I should have worn it when I was diagnosed. And of course it was deer in the headlights. I remember talking to my best friend about it. And eventually I had to go back into the office because I had to obviously go back to the office. And I go in and my husband, not my husband, but at the time, but my colleague, Bill, looks at me and is like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm not okay." I collapsed on the floor in his office and had an absolute breakdown. I completely lost it. I was as pale as a ghost, lost all the color, and was just like, "I have herpes." And he didn't really know what to do because here is like this girl lying on his office floor crying, but he was just there to support me. It was awesome. He's like, "Whatever you need, I'll be there for you and I'll be here to support you." It was a really hard day, but he was one of the people that really helped me get through it. Okay, so now let's fast forward. I actually had to text him and ask him when we started dating because I couldn't remember. Hi, bud. It was in 2014 when we started dating, and when we started dating, we had a lot of other things to talk about, like we worked together, just some other things that were actually really more important and more pressing to discuss than herpes. We put so much emphasis on herpes thinking like that's the end all be all. Like I said, there were a lot of other things to discuss, but I did bring up in the very beginning of our conversation that was like, "Hey, you remember I have herpes?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't care. I love you. I want to be with you." But what does that mean? He did ask some of those questions, like what does having herpes mean? Does it mean that it's gonna shorten my life? No, it's not gonna shorten your life. So I gave him like the pamphlet. I gave him the pamphlet that I got from the doctor when I was diagnosed. We kind of went over it, and we just decided as a couple that I would stay on the antiviral. We decided that that was the best thing for us at that time. So that's kind of my story on how I disclosed to Bill. For Bill, it was easy. You know, I had a lot of practice with other guys that I dated that were really shaky or nervous or things like that. But with Bill, it was easy. My point in telling you this is when it's right, it's right. The person that loves you. He or she doesn't care that you have herpes. Like, he loves my herpes too. Like, it's not obviously his favorite part about me, but he just loves everything about me, and it's okay. So that is totally possible to find somebody and they will accept you for you. With that being said, if disclosing to a partner is something that's scary or difficult or you don't know how to do, I do have a toolkit I put together. It's a Tell Your Partner toolkit where it goes through all sorts of scenarios on how to disclose to your partner. I have it linked for you. You can go ahead and order it. It has 14 different videos that walk you through like the reasons why you should disclose, the worst ways to disclose, all sorts of stuff. Anyways, it's here for you. You can check it out and let me know what other content you want to see. Is it more mommy stuff? I don't know, maybe. Anyways, I'll see you soon in the next video, and thank you for being you.